Captain, you ready? Captain.
What the? I guess I'm the captain now. Proceed.
What is going on, everybody out there in podcast land?
What the fuck?
Hello, my darlings.
What's up,
How's everybody
BGG?
doing? What's going on?
Yay, BGG's here.
Funny meeting you guys
much,
here.
Dude. Not much. Welcome back, man. Happy to have you back.
Well,
Hello to
thanks for
everyone in
having
the
me.
chat.
Yeah,
Thanks
what's
for
up,
having me
guys? I
here.
see. How do you say it? Istig. Oh no, Monster's gone.
Oh no.
He'll be back.
ISTIG.
ISTIG. Yo, this dude, gotta say, we've been talking about it in the Discord.
Oh my god, he's the best.
Every morning, I wake up to a positive affirmation from my man in Discord. It's awesome. He's full of positivity, you know. Just brings
he hits
you
all of them, too.
right along with him.
He
Okay,
goes
all
to
of
every
them.
single
All
one
of
the
them.
Discords that he's
Even
in.
Girls on the Grow, which is basically a defunct Discord. Like, it doesn't exist anymore. He is there every
I
single
love it.
morning.
Dude, I love it.
I
That's
love
dedication.
You.
That's
Great.
dedication to the cause of spreading joy, you know.
So, special shout out to Howling Buds too. He's got a
Fuck that
surprise
loser.
coming. He's got a surprise coming today.
No, I'm just kidding. We love
Oh.
Howling.
Ooh.
Yeah, Howling, Smoke Ring, Jake, Grateful, Auto Meow, Judas. What up, everybody?
Meow.
So, the ever-present question. What are you smoking on tonight?
No, dude, there's a more important question.
What's
Yeah,
that?
there really is.
There's a more important question. Can I open this, please?
Oh, the sus
how
package?
about
We got to get... All right.
How about
Okay,
we do this?
I got a sus package too, G3. Why don't, well,
Let me
When am I allowed to open this? So I just
let me
have
tell
a
you when I'm
time.
smoking on it, and while I do, you guys can open up what you have.
well, first of all, let's set the stage for everyone out in podcast land. G3 and I
Sure.
received what I can only describe as a very suspicious
bombs.
package in the mail. It says "open on show," and it was from BGG, who also included. Let's see. Gave me some sauce for Mrs. Autoflower, if you can read that. She suffers from migraines. This is a great strain for that. And your new strain, apple sauce. Which we'll get all.
That one's
we'll get
actually a
all
little
into.
over a year old now.
Oh, well, fuck me.
That one came out in
It's
June
new
of
enough.
2023.
It's new to me.
It's sold out. It's sold out. So you got some of them that is not available right now. There is some exciting stuff. I am working with
Cool.
that more, so I'll talk about that later. But so Monster also got something.
We all
I'm
got
smoking.
sus
I'm smoking on it
packages.
right now. You gotta tell me what the fuck it is.
All right. Well, how are we gonna do this? This is chaos now.
This is
Well,
perfect.
I tried to suggest I'll tell you what I'm smoking on while you guys open what you
All right.
have.
We
And
had a
then-
plan. There was a
We
plan.
can reveal
Everybody's
that as
got
well.
a plan until they
I'm
get
with
punched in the mouth.
I'm with it.
Oh, I don't
Let's
want
do it. What are you smoking on,
That's
G3?
fair.
I'm sorry,
actually-
BGG.
BGG.
I'm actually smoking on Fenrir, the new Fenrir.
The new
Very smooth.
Fenrir.
It is not as couch locky as Fenrir was in the past. Definitely a little more narrow leaning, which I thought would be perfect for the show tonight. The flavor still holds true, where it's like a deep red wine, kind of like a earthy blend to it as well. So yeah, it's really good. I'm really digging it. And she played nice, so nice with her friends. And we'll talk about some of those too.
Sounds like Christmas over there.
Yeah, so in the package, it looks like I have
His rear.
number 4. And it is some quality herb. Which,
So, Captain, what you have in your hands there is my 4th photo to autocross, which was Fritter Glitter, combined with what I call my generic autoflower. I really liked. I hunted through a bunch of different seeds of it. I found one that I really like. It typically leans more indica. The one that I found definitely leans more sativa. It's a oh shoot. Yeah,
Jeez,
no,
I can
hi.
see why you packed this up through a million bags.
Yeah, this has a
But I'll
really,
knock you over.
It's from
a
Exotic.
really nice smell, dude.
So it's from Exotic. Fritter Glitter is from Exotic.
Okay.
It's apple fritter times red runts was the original, and that is the autoflower version of it. You hold in your hands,
Ah, cool,
grown out
man.
to
Nice.
fruition.
A photo
I'm not
to
going to release any of.
autocross.
Yes, I'm not releasing
Beautiful.
any of the actual photo to autocrosses. I'm just bringing more stuff in for me to work with. I have released some of the initial ones as kind of like freebies. When anybody that got one of the shirts that I released earlier got number 2 of the photo to autocrosses that I did. Anybody that got the box set got the first one. Number 3, I don't think I've thrown out number 3 yet, so that's number 4.
Wow.
And I don't know if that's going to go out to anybody. If it does, it's going to be like a limited thing. So if I have a limited release of something, then the freebie will probably be one of those. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
So
man.
that's what this. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Let me know what you think.
Fun.
I love it. It smells like very distinct. I don't know. I really don't know how to describe it. Shut up, Johnny.
That was the
Love you,
best
man.
though. Why all you douchebags wearing glasses? I'll never forget that. That was great.
Man,
I
you've
say
been
it's
busy.
important.
You've been a busy boy since you've been gone, huh?
Yeah, I usually am. I try to stay busy. I try to do a lot of stuff so that my philosophy when it comes to breeding is I want to create as many crosses as I can and then grow all those out and select from that, because not everything is going to work. So if I know I want to have 2 or 3 things, I want to breed with 10, 15, 20 things, so I can narrow it down to the 2 or 3 best, and those are the ones that typically get released. So with the next release coming up, which is called the Wolf Pack, Fenrir was a wolf. She is the reversed female that pollinate everything, so all the seeds in there are feminized seeds, and they're all kind of wolf themed this time around. Where I had the frog, all autos. Yep.
Yeah, it's nice.
And there's gonna be four new ones in the box, and then 2 that didn't quite make the cut. They are definitely good enough to be in the box, but I decided to allow the community to kind of vote on, hey, which ones do you guys like? And based on feedback I've gotten to this point, I've narrowed it down to the 4 that are going to be in the box set. And then there's going to be 2 additional that will be kind of freebies with the box set. So technically there's 6 packs of seeds you'll get in it.
Nice, dude.
All
The
feminized.
Wolf Pack.
Oh my god.
Love
So
it.
cute. You guys see this?
Oh, that's fucking cool as fuck.
Yeah, that's great. Yo, like, so
That's one of them that's going to be in there. Yeah. We're not quite there yet. We got to find out what everybody's smoking on.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta tell
skip
me
ahead.
what
Come on.
the fuck I'm smoking on.
Yep.
didn't
Because
tell
he's
me-
already spoken. What is
I
it?
don't remember.
Yeah.
hell did I don't even remember what I gave you now.
Well, I got number 4.
I have number
So-
6.
I think actually no, I think Monster has number. What does it taste like?
I definitely
Should have
get that.
taken better notes.
Does it
Definitely
have
get that
a fruity kind of a
earthy
taste to
vibe.
it?
I'm getting more of that earthy, winey flavor you were mentioning at the beginning of the show than fruit.
Okay, that's that. Then you have Fenrir. Okay, I gave you Fenrir. G3 has Howling's dessert,
Sweet.
which he also has
Nice.
the seeds of in the.
And like the
I'm
anti-authoritarian
gonna grow these right away.
nature that I am, I smoked one this morning.
This is a lot though. Like
Because
this,
you gave me,
this
you gave me
didn't-
two of
is
them.
what he gave
Yours
me, and
didn't.
this is what I normally smoke on the show.
Yeah,
Well-
that's what I call that a howling fatty.
It's
Hell
I
yeah.
like the little dog walkers. They're great, but this is
This
Dog,
is good, man.
I've
I'm
never heard of
enjoying
it
mine.
referred to as a dog walker. That's pretty cool. I like
the
that.
little ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little dog
because they're
walker
perfect
joint.
for walking your dog.
Yeah.
It seems like the perfect. Yes. So somebody put Howling's dessert. Howling dessert is actually Fenrir time or funeral desserts times Fenrir. So that's what the cross is on that one. Two of mine.
Nice.
Actually, all four of the ones that are going to be in the box set are actually combinations of my genetics.
Real quick. You know what
The
I
two
just
freebies
found?
are new things that I'm bringing in.
Now that you're
What did you
speaking of
just
your
find?
lineage, my friend, I found your strainweb.io website, which I'd love to bring up for the fine people out there in our video watching audience.
Oh man, I love
think it
this
needs to
stuff.
be
It makes my
updated a
brain
little bit.
fuzzy.
Well, I mean, it might not have the new stuff on it, right? But
It doesn't
is
have some of the
certainly-
newer stuff now.
a really cool way to visualize all of the connectedness,
Wait a
the
minute.
family.
What site
that
is
you've
this?
bred. Strainweb.io.
If you go
right?
on to my Instagram and you click on the green guy _ genetics Instagram,
Mhm.
on my homepage, there's actually a link to this.
Yep,
And this was
that's
actually,
how I
it's
got
something that one of our community members is doing. He's done it for Alabrije. I forget who else. There's a few of them up there. And it's pretty cool. He's kind of doing it pretty much on his own. So, of course, I gave him all the information and he went and put it all together.
That's awesome. So what's the one G3 was just holding up? Was the strawberry? Is that on here?
Nope, that's Howling's Desserts.
Oh, Howling's Dessert. So
Howling's
again, not
Dessert.
updated.
That one's
but if
not
we
on there.
take-
No, that's a brand new. It will be on
So
there because if you
We're going to
take
assume
Fenrir
that
and
it's
funeral desserts,
related to funeral desserts, right?
it is.
F2 or F1?
It's actually the F5.
Oh, I see. So yeah, again, you're going to have to
It's
add like
actually that's
an
version
F5.
that's actually version 1 and then version 2 because I have a pink pheno version of the funeral desserts. So I think that's how we ended up putting it up there.
That's so cool, man. So you're going to have like one of these blue lines, light blue, which shows that it's a child strain that'll connect the funeral desserts to Howling desserts.
It'll connect it. No, it'll connect it to Fenrir.
Oh. Well, geez. I don't know how any of this works, but it's cool to look at.
It is cool to look
It
at.
is. It is. So if you scroll over each individual circle, I believe it shows the parents on each one, or it highlights the two parents or their offspring and things like that. It's pretty neat. It's something
Yeah, the
you
way
kind of have to play around with.
I guess I'm seeing it like the parent strains are the darker blue lines, and then any offspring you've created with it are in light blue, right?
Yeah, it looks like that's correct. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, it's awesome.
I've only
dude.
played
shows
around with it for
the
a
whole-
little bit, and it was he probably made it about 6-8 months ago, so it's been a while since I've actually hopped
cool.
in there, and I do have to get in contact with them to update it and add some more things. But
It's badass. And just, while we're on here, your site here, greenguygenetics.bigcartel.com.
Yes,
where you can find everything that's in stock currently.
that's true. Yeah, it is all up there. And actually, I have a surprise for anybody that's listening. Um, I put up a discount code CC20 for anyone that wants to go there until my next drop, and that's you'll get 20% off whatever you want to grab.
Oh wow, dude,
Wow, that's very generous
Ooh,
here.
thank
that is amazing.
you.
Oh wait,
So
I'm
don't
sorry.
say anything to anybody that doesn't listen to this. I have to listen to this to hear this.
Shh, it's a secret. Snitches get
We don't want that
stitches.
getting out. That's
The
right.
sequin.
There it is. That's very generous of you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure a lot of people will take advantage of that because, I mean, dude, look at all these cool ones you got up there right now. Like, what's the Cherry NDT?
Oh,
That's Cherry Garcia times
oh,
my NDT, which is my 1-to-1. So that's basically a 2-to-1.
Oh, like a
I grew some
CBD
That's a
cross.
photo period.
cherry
Oh,
Garcia crossed with peanut butter breath that Biff came out with. Was a big fan. I
hell
love those
yeah.
cherry terps.
Green Velvet CC20. CC20.
And that's for any of these right now. Cool.
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
You're already
Anything, yeah, any and
ridiculously
all,
low
yeah.
prices.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, right. $35 a pack for autos. I'm guessing all the 35s are autos, and anything that's more than that is a photo, maybe, or some autos are
Yeah,
40.
the ones that are higher price are photos.
Okay.
I've had to go up on my price of the photos, just because I can't. Stuff's getting so expensive. Like
Yeah,
everything's going
dude.
up in price.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
That's great. A true 1-to-1, man.
Dude, I'm loving the effects of this shit. I can like feel it in my head. It feels like there's like a somebody like just gripping my head ever so slightly. Yeah, man, digging it. Feel fucked up right now.
Yeah,
So
it gets you behind the eyes a little nicely. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's one thing I love about your stuff, man, is it's all very medicinal. Like you feel the effects from it.
Well, that's part of it for sure. I try to make stuff. There's definitely some things that I've put out there that are more, just get blasted on. But I think anything is actually uh, used medicinally. If we're just using it to chill at night, you're using that medicinally. If you're going to enhance an experience you have out in the woods, you're using that medicinally. You might not look at it like that, but you really are. So,
Yeah,
um,
I did
but
agree. I
yeah,
mean,
I like to find, like, that's the first thing I'm looking for in the effects. Like, what does this help me with, or what does this help with? Um, it's like, okay, back pain. If I smoke this, my back pain feels a lot better. Well, that's amazing. Okay, this is good for pain. If it's something where maybe you're feeling a little off or whatever, you're not so much, full blown depression or anything, but you're having a sad day, smoke some, and all of a sudden you're giggling and having a nice time. Well, that counteracts, a sad or bad mood or whatever. And same thing if you're like freaking the hell out and all of a sudden you smoke a little of this and you calm down. Well, that's probably good for anxiety, you know. And like the sauce, which I sent you some of that for your wife.
yeah,
It
man.
helps with things like migraines, TMJ, things like headache related kind of things. And I feel like it does it by relaxing the
It
muscles
does.
in your head,
I
and it
100%.
I put a video up, I don't know, last year sometime of I had a horrible migraine and I smoked it in about, it's like maybe 8 minutes was the total video. And about 4 minutes into smoking it, I'd maybe smoked a third of the joint. And you could literally see, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to post the video or anything. It's on my Instagram, but I wasn't sure if I was going to actually do it or not, like post it, because I'm like, this is weird. But once I saw it, I was like, holy shit, this is like, it took away my migraine. It
Mm-hmm.
with medication, I have pills that I can take and they take away the pain, but everything else is fine. Everything else is still there, like the irritability, the sensitivity to light and sound, the nausea, everything else is still there. Taking a pill, but when I
Gotcha.
smoke on the sauce, it takes everything. It takes it all away. It's gone. And like howling bugs,
Do you
yeah, the TSBP is good if you need a little help with in the arousal department.
Really, it's like
It
a
yes, it's
truly I mean TSBP, right? Now we're
hmm
anachronizing truck stop boner pill, right?
Acronizing? I didn't even
yes.
know that was a word.
I guess
That's
that's how
it,
you'd
it
say
is
it.
now. You said it.
sure?
I like
Uh,
it.
right. So yeah, I mean, does it, dude? I trust your medicinal input. Is this like a
Well,
blue
Howling
chew?
Buds actually just said it too, so must be true.
It's like a hims.com little blue pill.
It's on the internet now, so it's got to be true.
It's I can't see how it can't be.
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude. That's
Wow. So
amazing.
do you find that the sauce is still the most medicinal strain for you, even a year later, for migraines?
For migraines 100%. And I've outcrossed it. So I made the applesauce with which Cap now has, and a bunch of people have
Mm-hmm.
actually grown it out. I made what was called the white sauce, which is a combination of Irie Genetics, the cream
Hmm.
and the sauce, and then the blueberry sauce was the other one. And then I did another one that I gave away as freebies called cherry sauce. And that actually used the oh shoot, what was the name of the cherry one that monster I made you a bunch of seeds of?
Oh, the cherry smash?
Uh,
Yeah,
Cherry Smash. So it's
yeah.
Cherry Smash times the sauce. And I never actually sold that one because about 1 in 30 of them were throwing like early balls and flour, and I really didn't want to have balls showing up in my stuff. So even though it's
Word.
pretty low, and I made anybody that got the freebies aware that, hey, keep an eye out for this. Once you pluck them, they don't come back, so it's not a herm issue. It's just a thing it does.
Just a thing.
Um,
It's just a weird
yeah,
phase
I've
it
I've
goes through.
I've seen it with some other things.
It
Um,
happens,
and
man.
yeah, actually, Howling he said about the blueberry sauce, and he grew out two amazing ones. And he's been smoking on that. He's uh, really likes that one for himself.
Nice, dude.
So I'm happy to hear
Well,
that. It's always surreal when I get these messages about it's cool when you get the ones and the people are like, oh, I got so ripped off of this and well whatever and those are like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Um, like when Monster talks about anything that he smokes. And well, not anything, but the stuff that gets him ripped, he's always like, "Man, I just got so ripped out." Those are awesome to hear. But like when somebody messaged me and they're like, "This like helped me with this. Like I can function. I feel human after I smoke this." Where maybe they deal with it. There was somebody that posted they sent a big long thing and they made edibles out of the applesauce, and they posted this big long thing. Um, and it was like that like gave me shivers like you get teary eye. It's like he made edibles out of it, and he waited a month before he said anything because it's literally helping him. And he's like, I feel like I'm back in 8th grade with my mobility and like being able to move around and get up and function through the whole day. And it's like that's something that I put a lot of time and effort into, and now I'm seeing the results. Someone else is
hell yeah.
seeing that, and it's like, that's amazing. And then my wife, I sent it to her, and she read it, and she's like, "That's so awesome." She goes, "You need to grow more of that out because that's like, okay, fine, I'll grow more of that one out." But I am actually, I've moved forward with that one. I've made an F2 and I made an F3. I actually sent Johnny some of the F3 seeds of a specific actually, yeah, it is because it's from the F2. So these would be F3, and I'm calling it apple spice because the pheno
Mm.
itself reminds me of like apple cider, like an apple, that
Yum.
spice that's in apple cider.
Mm.
That's what the flavor and the aroma and everything remind me of, and it still has a lot of the medicinal effect of that. And I sent it to him, and I don't know if he ever posted a picture of it, but I found like an apple at like the dollar store, and I carved a spot out in it, and I shoved one of my Lego guys in the top of it into his head, and then I took a seed vial and I shoved that into the side of it, and I drew a face on it, and then I sent that to him because I wanted him to have some of those seeds to play around with. I don't know if he ever did actually post a picture of it. He should. It was funny. I thought it was funny at least. I have pictures of it.
As long as
But
you're
yeah, I do
amusing
want,
yourself.
there's a lot more testing that needs to go on with that, but so that's going to probably be in the spring when I can actually get around to doing it justice, to test enough of them and do what I need to do there. Um,
Well,
yeah,
dude, I
I
mean,
guess
it,
we
like you
talked about what
said,
everybody's smoking on.
well, I just need to
Did
follow up real
G3
quick
actually
that
smoke at
with
all?
I
your
did. I hit up this Howling's dessert. This stuff is
Cannon.
amazing. She feels so nice. Like, man, my shoulders dropped immediately. She's just happy. This is very like euphoric, happy body. Yep, I can rock with this. I like her a
Medicinal.
lot. But she doesn't make me dumb. Like, that's the most important thing. I don't like weed that makes me stupid. I can't waste time being stupid in my life. It doesn't work for me. So this makes me totally functional, but man, she feels so nice.
That's good. That's
Oh
good
yeah,
to
I'm
hear.
gonna
I
grow
think
her right away.
I think you just kind of hit like the main point of what I was going to say, which is just like this is like a like I had a lot of body sensation from your strains, man. Like when I said medicinal and like when you said it relaxes the muscles like in your face, right? Like when you smoke like a certain strains will make you like your eyes get super bloodshot and like closed. You can hardly open them. You know what I mean? That's your facial muscles are all
Hmm.
like all affected. It's not just your eyes. If you can actually like look at like your cheek muscles, like drop. If you did like a
Right.
time lapse of your face from like not stoned to stoned, it's and that's including like all the little muscles like in your jaw, like you said with TMJ, all the like interconnected stuff in your face that like is what really is the imbalance of which is the cause of a lot of migraines, right?
Right.
So it makes sense. Like it stands to reason that there's some thing there, which like my wife goes to your stuff when she's got a migraine, dude. Like that's the proof is literally in the
And that's the
pudding.
biggest compliment right there you can get. Biggest compliment right there.
Yeah.
Nothing more
And
needs to be said.
she's usually asleep within like 15 minutes, which is like a medicine for me too.
Oh,
Just turn on the old
How
Xbox and start
dare you
just
It it
playing. I'm
it
just playing.
helps
sleep
her
with
with her
one of my
head and
open
roofies her at the
spikes,
same
sir?
time. That's great.
It's just like there's something there, man, and there really is like, you have to try it. Yeah, you really do. You guys have to try it. Get yourself some
And a little
BGG
little
gear.
update on the sauce. So the photo version of it is available on my website still. I believe there's some still up there. Um, it I've been working for over 2 years on getting it to full auto now, and it is an F4. It's full auto, but the medicinal effects are not carrying through with the full auto in F4. So I'm still hunting through the um, the F3s. I grow out a bunch of them every now and then, hunt through them, pollinate as many as I can because they're all feminized. So I have to reverse a plant, a bunch of plants, pollinate a bunch of others. So I'm looking for that F4 still. Once I
What
have
are
it,
you
it'll be
looking for?
released as an autoflower. It needs to be full autoflower and it needs to still have the same medicinal effects. Now they're there, but not in the same strength. Like the auto versions in the F3 are still holding on to that. So I think what I might have to do is find one that is very close and then back cross it to the original and then bring that forward and then potentially have to do that again. I don't want to
Mm.
release something that's not the same. If you can, the photo is pretty quick. Um, so it's not really necessary if it's not going to be a full auto and have the same effect. No, thank
That's
you,
a ton of work.
Mittens.
We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's got to be right. Like it's an artist knows when the song is done. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
there's
Right.
something like
Well,
you just know.
that's why that's like what I was saying before is when I'm creating something, I know because I grow out everything that I want to use before I even potentially use it. So if there's something that comes out and I'm like, wow, that sounds really amazing, I'll try to get as many packs of it as I can, or I'll contact the breeder to see if I can work out a way to get a 50 pack or something from them, so I can grow out as many of these things as possible when it comes to the breeding session of it. And so like for this newest thing, that there's 4 of them that made the cut. There were 7 that I narrowed it down to. I started with 19, so I went from 19 to 7. I had grown out all 19. I picked the 7. I'm like, these 7 I'm going to grow out again. So I'm in the process of actually growing them out right now. I posted some of them to your Discord, in that they're in the process, so you can kind of see where they are in the different stages and whatever.
Nice.
So yeah, I narrowed that down, and it doesn't mean that the 12 that didn't make the cut for the top 7, I won't work with more later on. They don't check all the boxes, and they have to check all the boxes. And when it comes, the thing could have everything you want to see. It could have vigor, it could have size, it could have bud density, it could have frost level, like as everything. And you go and smoke it, and it's a dud. Well, that's not making the cut. It doesn't. That's the smoke report is literally the final check report, the
Yeah.
check box.
Well, it's like
It's
half the grade. You know what I mean? It's like the final exam.
right. And there may be some, and I never just dismiss it right off of smoking it one time. I'll smoke it a few times because there might be something that I'm not picking up on. So it could be just something that's much more medicinal, where and I'd have to have it tested to see, because maybe this thing is just having a lot of CBD instead of, more THC. So it's not really giving you a high. You're not getting any of that, but it's got to have the terps. It's got to taste like something good, you know, not a foot, that's kind of.
Not a foot.
Well, another
No.
fellow friend of the show, breeder,
Oh, what up,
Outcast,
Outcast?
giving you his props right
Outcast.
here.
Outcast's amazing guy. Love that guy.
Yeah, he'll
Love
be
the
coming on the
breeder
show
love.
soon. What's up? Maybe we can get a collab going between the two of you.
Yeah, right. We need more. we
We
need
actually
more
did on his last drop.
friends of the show having kids.
He has
Did you?
Reaper's Raspberry is, I believe it's still available from him too.
Oh
And
my
that is
God.
his Raspberry Stomper times Funeral Desserts. Or
Amazing.
Funeral Desserts times Raspberry Stomper. So yeah, we've collabed on that.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he did all the work. I just gave him some seeds.
That's awesome.
Reaper's Raspberry.
Reaper's Raspberry.
Yes, or
Corky
Raspberry.
says.
Reaper's
Cool.
Raspberry. Yeah.
That's
Um,
awesome, dude. I mean,
you
listen,
can
when
go
you got
to
Delicious.
you can go to his IG. You can go to his IG, and he has a link to his website too. That I believe a lot of his stuff is still available. If anybody's looking for something, he's got some amazing crosses right now that don't miss them, because he only
Oh
puts
yeah,
stuff
the
out every
Outcast
year,
stuff.
year and a half, 2 years. So it's next level. Like
It's so good.
he's a lot like me, where if it doesn't check all those boxes, it doesn't make his list. So
Amen, dude. Oh, that's why we love you both. Two of our favorites. You're just community guys who want to do things the right way. You want to offer a good product for fair prices to the community, and like that's the most noble quest, sir.
that's
in all
just what it's all
honesty.
about. There's so many companies out there, and they're creating amazing genetics, but they're pricing it out of the average person. It's like a lot of people, they work hard for their money. You have to prioritize. So if you're looking to grow something, and there's somebody wants to come at you, and you want to get a 5-pack of seeds
I know
for
G3 heard the song in her head.
Oh my
too.
God, it's still playing in my head.
You work hard for your money,
It's still going.
so you better treat her
that's
right.
true. It's
Sorry,
but
as soon as you said that, I completely lost my train of thought. Sorry.
funny,
I did
but
too.
true.
I'm sorry.
Yes. But so somebody drops a pack of seeds, and you get 5 feminized seeds, and they're $200. Like, come
Amen.
on. I understand the amount of work that goes into these. I put the work into a lot of these things, and yes, there's sure 100% there's value there. And if that's what people want to buy the stuff for, it is what it is. But I want it to be that other end where you could still get that level of genetics without having to sell your firstborn. You know,
I love
that's
it. I love it. You should name a strain Rapunzel. Wait, no, not. I meant Rumpelstiltskin. Rapunzel had the long hair. Rumpelstiltskin wanted your firstborn.
Yeah.
Big difference.
that's true. Yep. Yep. I'm not going to name one of my strains that. I did. You know, I had I was when I was doing the sauce crosses, I actually did a cross with, I think it was called Captain Icing
Oh
by
yeah,
Fresh
that one.
Coast, and I wanted that one to work out so bad because I was going to call it the Captain Sauce.
Oh,
And it just
nope. Nope.
they just did
Nope.
not play nice. It
Oh.
just
There's
the
certain
the
ports.
Thank-
you know,
Every
They'd
god
kick
and
you
not
right
a
out
god.
at
doing a
certain
thing-
ports. Like, we've had enough Captain Sauce around here.
It's all over
These
the walls.
Illegitimate children
That's it.
running all amok
That's it.
through the streets. Take it away.
It's just that's the thing, you know, when you're making a cross, a new cross, if it's not better than the parent, either of the parents, or it doesn't bring something new to the table, then it's not worth moving forward with. And that one just it didn't. You know, both of the parents were way better than anything I saw in the crosses.
Well,
So I'm like,
Take our
that
lucky
stands
stars.
true even when you already have like a kick-ass name and theme for the strain worked out in your head. Like, just no, scrap it.
you know. So I'll
I
have to find
agree.
something else that can be called the Captain Sauce.
No, we don't really. No, we don't need that.
We'll
fine.
talk. We'll talk in
Fine.
private.
It's fine.
That's what I mean. I literally bred something that I've never released, and it's called Monster Weed with Monster.
Yeah, I know.
Monster. And
Fuck.
I've never given them the seeds of it. I don't know. I have like a big vial of seeds of it. It's actually Odin Sons times blueberry grape.
What weren't you happy with? Because
No.
I really like the Odin Sons and the blueberry grape, both good smoke.
Oh, I'm very happy with the cross, 1,000%. It was meant to be given to you guys as like a giveaway thing for your Patreons, and I never gave it to you.
Oh.
Whoa.
Fix
WTF,
that.
dude?
That's what I mean. I still have them. They're still there. I don't know. I blame Monster.
Don't you guys like live on the same street or something?
Pretty
We
close.
no, he lives like extremely close to my in-laws, but we're only about what we estimate 12 minutes with traffic. It's
How do you not run into each other at the grocery store?
Not sure. I shop at Market Basket, guy.
I do too.
Outcast. That's fucking good, dude.
Do not encourage them.
That's fucking good.
That is
Says
really good.
Sauce of the seas or Seaman's sauce.
You like oyster sauce.
I like the second one better, honestly.
Of course you do.
That's crude, my friend, but I like it.
Yeah.
Before I get
like
ahead of myself as far as like upcoming things, you know, not like way future projects
Yeah.
like later on this year and beyond that. So
What do
tentatively
you
right
have
now,
coming?
I'm waiting to make sure I have everything in before I announce an official date. But I think it's gonna be around September 26th is when the next release is going to be, and that's going to have the Wolf Pack in it. The Wolf Pack has Fenrir,
Nice.
Howling's Dessert, and then two others we haven't actually talked about in the freebies, which I'll talk about briefly. But the third on that list is actually the Strawberry Wolf, and that is my Strawberry
Word.
Wedding times Fenrir.
Is that the one G3 had the pack of?
Yes, that's the one that she grew out.
Can you hold that
So
up again?
it's like this thing is like strawberries and cream with like
Ooh.
a slight hint of musk.
You definitely get the strawberries in there and the cream and the musk. Yes.
Well, that's the
Man.
new cross with Fenrir.
Look how cute. I know I showed you guys
Well, that-
already, but I'm freaking obsessed with this.
That's Howling's Dessert. We
This
already
is for
talked about that
Howling's.
one. We've
Yes,
moved
yes,
on.
yes. I know. I'm re-experiencing that. Like
I only
I'm
said that
on
'cause
this,
Howling's
experiencing
listening
this
and
right
he's
now.
There's
So yeah,
just
so
so much
strawberry
good
wolf is the
shit,
other one.
man.
It's a
Easily.
nice all day high. Like it's definitely leans more on the thin leaf sativa side. 85 days from seed. Howling's dessert goes 70 to 80 days, depending upon how you like it. It's a quick finisher. Funeral desserts always was. Um, Fenrir is in that 85 day. Um, and then the last one in the main four, and these will be available in singles as well.
Cool.
So the last one of the four is called Wolfberry, and that is my blueberry times Fenrir. And I had done this one before, and it is actually my blueberry wine, is what I called it in the past.
Mm.
I revisited it, all new parents, that kind of stuff. I found the offspring definitely lean a lot more towards the blueberry. So you're getting that nice blueberry flavoring to it, and not as much of the wine.
Was that your goal
Again,
going back to bring
it
out the
was. I
blueberry?
wanted to see. I've never released the blueberry alone, and I didn't want to. It was a creation that I wanted to use for other things. I have a few things that are like that, um, but I wanted to give a fair representation of it. Um, and that's I think this definitely checks that box. It's a nice all day high. It's one of those ones that kind of is a creeper too, though, because if you smoke a little too much of it, you're gonna feel like, all right, I'm just gonna put on a movie and just chill. I'm not cleaning the house anymore. I'm just gonna chill now. I did smoke one of the phenos of it, and it didn't make me deaf, but I definitely felt like there was like a humming in my
Deaf?
ears, like I was losing my hearing, like it was like a humming, like a in my ears.
Oh, like
Um,
a mild tinnitus.
so no, because that's like a high pitch kind of a thing, but it's more like I would. This is what I imagine when I'm smoking. Of course, it made me laugh. Was if you have your kids and they're running around being super obnoxious, but they're just being kids and laughing, you could smoke this and like tone them out, and you're still there and
Um,
present and everything, but you're not listening. It's not as bad of the
Does it work for wives?
like a noise canceling
uh
effect.
probably. I don't know. You'd have to grow some almonds and find out.
Now that's just an acquired skill that like most men have, I find, that like we get better at with age.
Yes,
And
we're
like
born with it.
the higher pitch the voice, the easier it is to tune out. It's like, kids and women. It's just
Hmm.
it's we're built for it.
So
I
now the
saw a,
freebies in.
go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I was saying I saw a story not too long ago, a few years ago, about kids using ringtones that teachers can't hear at certain frequencies. Because I guess no matter what, like the older you get, the higher you start losing higher frequency hearing range.
Yep.
So that's
I
I
used I
thought that
had a
was pretty
job where I
interesting.
worked right next to the grinding tent. The grinding tent was like right next to me here, and we didn't know it at the time, but the decibels on that were like 108, like all day long. And I actually lost some hearing in my right ear from that.
Ooh.
What?
Um, yeah, now I can hear you in my left ear fine,
Uh,
but it's great because when I'm driving, everybody's on the right hand side, and I just I'm just
Right
kidding.
on,
I'm
man.
just kidding. But yeah, no, that is actually true. I did lose some of my hearing in
Yeah,
my
they're
right
supposed
ear.
to be
Um,
on the
so
on the
in the
left.
box set coming up, it's going to have those four, and those again will be available as single as well for anybody that doesn't want to get the whole box. It's only going to be 20 of the box sets, and then exclusive to the box set is these other two. One of them that neither of them have names. The first one is Purple Orbeez times Fenrir, which is a rock bud. Rock buds is Purple Orbeez.
Nice.
Um, that is his. I believe it's Oreos times his purple Rolex. That's what the Orbeez was, and I loved it when I grew it out, and it's like that number 5 on the list of when I was really narrowing it down. It came in at number 5. Number 6, actually, this would be that not number 5. This would be not technically number 4 because Fenrir was not one of the original 7. Um, so that would be number 4 that didn't make the cut, and then number 5 is actually Space Station Orange, which is
Mm.
a Night Owl cross times Fenrir. and both of those I loved. They both definitely lean more narrow leaf, um, like super narrow leaf. If you were to go to your Discord, I posted a picture on there of the purple Orbeez Fenrir, and these things are like just teeny tiny little skinny leaves. Um, but I like how everything. The reason I picked those two, and there's actually two others that I'm not going to talk about because
I
they're not going to be
gotcha.
released yet. Um, what I like about the totality of the box set is there's something in there for everybody, and you have your daytime, nighttime. All there it is right there. Um,
This one.
so you
Wow.
have like
Yeah,
your
look at those
all day, all
tiny.
day, all day, kind of thing. You have your energetic weed. You have your put me to bed weed. You have everything in there. And there's a lot of different um, things in there that can help with, I believe, a lot of different ailments that people might be suffering with as well.
Like you
So
said,
it's nice.
narrow leaf, man. That's like super
Yeah,
narrow
super
leaf.
narrow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I can't recall ever seeing like anything like that in person. It almost looks like land racy type of shit.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it is.
And the
And it's
serrations
it's
on it. It's like
yeah, it's
sawtooth.
still a quicker finisher. It's in that 85-day range. So um, I know Howling's probably very disappointed because he likes the bigger leaves. But I had to throw something in there for Rev too, in case Rev wants to grab
It
something.
says the Church of the Narrow Leaf, as Rev
And
would
all
say.
the four main. There you go. There's some pictures of the actual things themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's the purple Orbeez times Fenrir.
Beautiful,
That's
man.
what the
Holy
plant. That's just
crap.
in a 1 gallon pot. It's probably about 2.5 foot tall.
And this one
It's
just
a bud from
Fenrir?
Fenrir. Yep.
Oh, nice. Dense, man.
And that's Fenrir when it was growing out.
Beautiful. That's one of yours I have grown as well. She was certainly a striking purple color. It had a
Yes,
nice
there are
red
still purple
wine
ones that
smell,
show
like you
up.
said.
Oh, and there's a sticker so people can actually see it a little bit better for the howling dessert.
Oh, that's cool.
So cute. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, right?
I must have gone through about, I don't know, 10 different things, and I kept sending them to Howling, being like, "What do you think of this? What do you think of this?" And then that was the one that when it came out, and that's actually a picture of it growing out.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice,
That's
man.
the howling dessert. Very frosty. Looks like a nice fade coming in on that. Which one's this? It's like beautiful
So
purple.
Mm.
that's um, the strawberry wolf. If you actually go in order, it'll say before it shows the picture of the bud what it is. So each of the four main ones will have a sticker.
Gotcha. So it's this one.
Yes.
I see.
So
I
that's
Who
the
see.
strawberry
I
suggest
wolf.
who
see how you
suggested
did
you
that.
post it that way? Just curious.
I came up with that all on my own. What are you talking
That
about?
makes sense.
Yeah.
Strawberry
No,
wolf.
thanks, Monster.
Hell yeah,
My
man.
goodness.
And that's a finished bud of the strawberry wolf,
That's
I take
a
it.
dried and cured, yeah.
Oh man.
And those are
And you
auto
don't have like
flowers,
small hands either.
by the way.
That must be a big old bud.
Now I think it's almost 8 inches from the from here to the tip of my finger is about 8 inches.
That's
Good
what every
lord.
guy says.
No, that's yeah, but oh,
Oh,
monster
Fenrir's got great new artwork.
yeah, that's what I got the stickers right here for
Yeah,
Fenrir.
the I'm
Um,
digging the artwork, man. It's
Yeah,
Hmm.
they'll all
impressive.
come with stickers and stuff with
all
these
so
cool
the four
artwork.
main ones will, yep.
Nice, nice, dude.
And then the last one that's down there too is the blueberry,
The wolfberry.
the wolfberry, yeah, wolfberry.
Cool graphics. Got like a Game of Thrones vibe from that one.
I wanted to do keep with the Celtic theme with some of them while still branching off with some of the other ones. I definitely when I was thinking about the Howlings desserts, um, I wanted that one to be look at it and be like, oh, that's cute, just like Howling. You know,
Definitely is a
I
It's a
love
nice
Howling.
looking wolf, man. It's a
Howling, have you ever has he found his Dosino he's been looking for? He's been searching for
And
Dosino
that's
forever.
the wolf
Poor
Mm.
bastard.
wolfberry bud right there.
wow.
Dried. That's dried and cured.
God damn.
It's a big
That's a
one.
doink.
That
Yeah,
was,
it
I think,
is.
like maybe 10 inches or so. I think
It's
that was like a
very
10-inch
phallic
drop bud.
looking. Did you do that on
It-
purpose?
It is. No, I did not. But now that looking at it, yes, it is.
uh,
just, just wanted to post dick pics on our show in bud form.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a picture
Nice looking
the bud.
joint, dude. Beautiful. Then we got the wolf pack.
So that'll be on the top of the box that comes with it. And then the last thing is actually going to be an exclusive sticker just for this drop. The final sticker that's up there right there. I also have
Oh man, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah.
comments
Actually
on
These
have
are
some-
getting good. Like, where? So, are you must have hired an Instagram artist to make your logos.
no,
and artwork.
actually, what I typically will do. So AI has been the AI.
Hey, bro. You need logo made.
have been,
Hey,
have
bro.
been amazing.
You can ban those guys with keywords in your fucking Instagram settings.
I'm sorry. Who did you say made it? BGG.
I actually made them. So I've been going
Really?
onto the different AI sites, and you can get the AI art. So what I'll do is I'll type something in there, and then I'll get a bunch of different images, and then I'll take those images, kind of combine them with the different aspects that I like, and then create my own on my iPad
Yeah,
using some of the other imagery.
AI's gotten incredible with art.
That's
I
so
feel
cool.
bad for like graphic designers, but it is what it is, man. If you can do this shit for fucking basically free, you know, that
And
looks
then I do
killer.
have I have a new logo sticker, and I don't have one on me, and I don't know where I could find it, but I do have a new logo sticker that'll be going out with all the things too.
Oh,
Not in
very
addition
cool.
to this one here. So there's gonna be like a million freaking stickers. I feel like Daz. I'm putting shit together now with all the stickers that I'm throwing in there. But
Right?
it's
like
one of the things I really like that he did that I wanted to start incorporating more, because when I was first doing things, I didn't have strain stickers. I only had like my logo sticker that I would send out. So I wanted to start making strain stickers with the things as well. So I've been doing that, and I like the
That's
process.
great, dude.
It's fun for me to go through and design them and come up with different imagery, and like, just for example, Fenrir went through probably, I don't even know, like at least 15 different designs before I really narrowed it down. And my wife was like looking through all the different ones. She goes, I think you should lean more towards this. And so that's when we ended up picking that one. And it's a combination of two different ones, but I liked it because it has the kind of the Celtic ring around it, has a clean wolf, the Fenrir, and it's good. And then it kind of has the mountains in the background, and we're big into hiking and things like that. So it kind of throws a little bit of us into it as well.
This one right here, right?
That one, yep.
That's really
It's
cool.
beautiful, man.
So then, as well as so the seeds are great. There's going to be some other freebies in there. I'm not going to kind of reveal what those are yet, just because I might change things or might add or subtract or whatever. So
You might
There's
get your
definitely-
own suspicious package from BGG.
it's you never know. You never know. So G3 in there was also some of George's root beer
Yes.
I like George's
for
root
you
beer.
to try.
Yes, I'm excited
Cap's
about it.
gonna be
I
like,
saw
"Where's
that
my
and I
fuck-
was like,
George's root beer."
Yeah, right. That's what I'm
You
looking
got a whole thing of
like,
the
did I
sauce.
miss something here? No, I'm playing.
fair, fair.
Mm-mm.
I'm
'Cause
happy
I
with my
sent some
number
to your
4
wife.
here,
That's why
dude.
you
This
didn't
stuff's
get
awesome.
extra.
Well, yeah, you sent me again, like
I'm glad that you like it.
You sent me the sauce for her, which is great. Yeah, here it is. The sauce and the applesauce.
Mrs. Captain Autoflower.
She's a big GGG fan, man. I've told you that before. I'll tell you that again. And yeah, like I said, she's a testament to the medicinal effects of all your stuff, dude.
Well, so, to be honest, you her results that she had with it, and I remember exactly what happened. You had actually talked about how she had TMJ and how it's like crippling to her on
Mm-hmm.
one of the shows, one of the early shows. And I said, you know what, I need to see if this can help other people. So I had sent it to you. I think Monster actually got some early on too. And now Monster doesn't have these major issues as far as the head and stuff. I mean, he's mental stuff, but
I mean,
not
Yeah.
no
wow,
pain.
that's arguable.
And so um so I sent it to a few different people, and you were one, and I'm like, have your wife try this and see if she gets any kind of relief from it or whatever. And I think I just sent her a couple cones, and she tried one, and like that night when you got it, and you sent me, basically a report back being like, "Holy shit, dude, this like right away you could see it," and she's like
Mm-hmm.
there and present, not in pain. And I was like, "Holy crap!" And I had actually, you don't know this, but I had actually, I was in the process of growing a plant, but it was maybe like a week into flower, and I sent you all the rest of what I had for her
No
that
shit,
that time. Um, yeah, I didn't keep any for me.
dude.
I just sent it because I knew it
Well,
would help her.
you knew she needed it.
Um,
I'm telling you, she used it immediately, and yeah, like it's been a challenge to find stuff that has that same effect. So I again
right.
thank you for the applesauce, which I take it has that medicinal quality that you
It
look for in
does.
all
It
your
does. I mean, now
stuff.
there's a few different phenos in that one. Um, so you definitely want to grow out. And I don't remember how many I threw in there for you. I know I more than a regular pack, but
Hmm.
you'll be able to find what you're looking for in there for sure.
And this is a photo, right?
Photo fem,
Yeah,
yep.
photo fem. Oh, awesome. So if
Yep.
I find that one that works for her, I just take a cut, keep it, boom, it's there for me and her, and
So it's
mostly me.
so
And mostly me.
segueing into like future projects. So again, this next drops. It's all autos. They're all feminized. Um, it's going to be around September 26th. Um, late fall, probably end of November, early December. I should have the George's root beer seeds for that,
Ooh,
Ooh.
which is a photo period. That's photo reg, and then the Super Sun God, which I've been working on for a few years now as well.
super sun
That's
Super
something a
god.
lot of
sun
people
god.
have wanted. So Super Sun God is Super Sativa by Grow the Cure for Cancer times my Sun God, and my Sun God is actually Slime God times Arise. Something I've never released. I've never put my Sun God out there. It's just what I called it.
I remember that
Um,
slime god you grew, dude. That thing was nuts.
yeah,
That
so
was good
Slime God.
smoke too.
It's I had to breed with it, so I had reached out to
Yeah,
Firebuds and was like, "Hey, are you cool with me doing this?" And he's like, "Of course," And I was like, "All
that
right,
was like
awesome."
what, like two,
And
3 years ago, right? Time just flies.
probably
It's
about that,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, but
It
no,
certainly
I
does.
was
Yeah, I
one of
got
like
like
the.
I think almost 2 pounds off of that one that I scrogged out. It was ridiculous. I was like, holy crap, this is. I mean, I had vegged it for 6 months, so I mean,
Yeah, yeah. But so you got something
yes,
coming
yes,
with
Howling.
that
That is
in
a
it
rise
now.
from Irie Genetics.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes,
say
well,
that too.
it's um. So the NDT has Super Sun God in it, or not Super Sun God. It has Sun God in it. So the Super Sun God is definitely sativa leaning. Like
Mm-hmm.
the characteristics of that super sativa come through. Um, super heady, like holy shit, like you want to get stuff done. The most creative weed I've ever smoked. Um,
Nice.
you're not going to bed. This is you smoke this at 9 p.m. and you're done. You might as well stay up and just go to
Yeah,
work
well,
the next day
well,
because
Sign me
you're not
well
going to
up.
sleep.
named strain then.
Um,
You know.
Yes, I mean, and Grow the Cure for Cancer. He has a bunch of seeds that he had from um, had acquired. I'm not going to say from how from the 90s, and he's been slowly popping whatever ones he can get to grow out. This was one of those. So he has no idea what it is. He just knows that
Hmm.
it is um, very sativa leaning, and that's why he called it the super sativa. That's just
Cool.
the name that he had actually given
Yeah.
to it. Um, and it is, I mean, I the first tried that when I broke my leg in 2021, and I made the mistake of he had sent me a bud of it, and I made the mistake of smoking it when I couldn't get up and do anything. So my leg is broken. I'm on bed rest, and I'm like sitting there like nobody's home. I can't like do anything. I'm just like freaking out, and I was like, why didn't you tell me? He goes, it's called super sativa. What
Yeah, what more do I need to
what do you
say?
what do you think? Like, and I'm like, well, it's amazing, but fuck you. Yeah, it was,
Should have a
and
disclaimer on all narrow leaf varieties
so
like may
of my
cause
shout out to my
restlessness.
test team. They're just a bunch of amazing growers and people, just good community members. Well, Badger's Bunk is one of them. He was the only investors that actually grew out the super sativa. Now he knew it as the SS, and
Oh, I've heard of
or
another thing
super sun
called
god rather, not super
DSS.
sativa. Yeah, and that's why I don't usually call it SS. Uh, so he grew out the super sun god, and he loves it. He grew out. I think he had 3 plants because he planted a few of them. He got rid of the males, ended up with 3 females, and he's made hash. I think he still has some of the heads in some of his freezer that he has to go through and make into hash. But he's been smoking on that hash for 2 years now. Because
Holy
I made
shit.
that cross. I think it was 2021 when I made that cross.
Ooh.
Might have been, yeah, I think it was 2021 when I sent those to him. So he would have probably he would have washed the heads in like early 2022, and so he's been smoking on that for about a year and a half, and still has a ton of it. So he told me, he says one of the best washes he's ever had. So that's big for people that want to press it or wash it.
Badger knows his hash too.
And just Badger is, well, he was like literally directly taught by Frenchie. He, lived with Frenchie and learned how to make hash from Frenchie. So yeah, you don't get much better than that kind of thing. So
Seriously,
That's awesome, dude.
yeah, amazing guy.
good dude
And
too.
I spoke
Mhm.
briefly on the apples, the apple spice. So that's probably going to be a spring project. Um, when that'll come out, as long as it checks all the boxes and people are having good results with it and stuff. So
Dude, where did I see a
yeah.
picture that you posted of like a huge ball of hash?
The
Um,
promo,
With
the
some of your.
promo
oh, in the
video
in the
had one.
promo, yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
one of the
We're
that was the wolfberry. Actually, I washed that was just one plant that I washed, and I got that, I don't know, $50 size ball of heads.
well,
It's not hash.
Wow.
It wasn't hash yet. It's actually in the freezer. I have to microplane it and do all that kind of stuff. But
cool.
yeah.
Well, it's just your stuff is washable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's great. So
That's what I know. I had sent Grateful. He's tried the George's root beer, and I sent him some of the loose bud to press, and he pressed it, and he says that the flavors and everything come out in the rosin as well, which is nice, in the flower rosin. That's
it's
always nice. I don't always
always
have time
good.
to press stuff, so it's nice when someone else
I
can.
never do.
Let me know what it's like,
Never, ever, ever.
So
It's a challenge
I
to.
mean, I have a press.
Yeah.
I never can give myself that time to do that. I have other stuff I'm doing,
No.
working on the house, doing home repairs and updates and all sorts of craziness.
Honestly, with me, once the growing stage is done, like the dopamine has left my body. I do not care about drying. I do not care about curing. I do not care about processing. If the plant is dead, I am uninterested. Unfortunately, you kind of have to do
I
some of
kind of
that
feel that,
afterwards.
but like that's why the tub method has really been a godsend for me and my laziness post harvest.
Lazy pirates cure.
Oh my god, it's so great, G3. Like
When you throw them all in the tote.
Correct. Yeah, you have them
for
in
the
your dry
long,
tent
slow cure.
for 2 weeks. Yep. Then you pull them out after maybe 12 days, 14 days. You put them in like a 40-gallon blue tote you can find at Walmart or Target. It doesn't have to be 40 gal, but could be 30, whatever.
Hmm.
I like the bigger ones because you can fit bigger plants in them easily. And then you put the lid on, and it's like you're shrinking the size of the space of air that the plants are in
Right.
to fill up with that perfect amount of humidity that you want, right? That 60%. Easier to achieve that with dried plants in a smaller space than in your tent that
Right.
they were in. But the plants are
Now,
still
would you just throw them all
big.
in
They
there?
don't
Do
need
you
to be
like
in a
make a
jar.
layer and then put something in between? How do
Yep.
you go about doing that?
What's it called?
Parchment paper, isn't that
Parchment
what you
paper.
use?
Yep.
Okay.
Parchment paper on the bottom. Throw a whole plant, and then I put a piece of parchment paper, and then throw another plant right on top, but like facing the other way, almost like you put like
Hmm.
shoes into a shoe box.
Right.
So
Don't
kind of
use
Okay.
like
wax
To
paper,
answer Johnny,
people.
yes, Johnny, I still am, and actually, this month is 25 years that I've been tattooing.
no shit.
So I've been
Awesome.
tattooing longer than Cap's been alive.
Oh, shush now. That's. I wish I was a 25-year-old.
No, you
Seriously.
don't.
They're
Oh
all
my
kind of
God, you
annoying
couldn't
these
pay me to be
days.
25 again.
You are right, G3. I'll
25 year
stay
olds are
with.
idiots.
I'll stick with what I
So
got.
I was 25 when I had my first son, and now he's
Yeah.
22.
No shit.
Yep. All my kids are adults,
Time
which is weird.
flies, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I just went to the dentist with my youngest son who's 20, and I'm like, when are you gonna get your fucking license? Like the kids, they don't want to do it now. I don't understand. It's like you need to do this shit. You need to, start growing up a little more, and this is part of being an adult.
Why?
I
It
don't know.
gets too hard after that. Hold on as long as you
Yeah,
can.
right. If I got a cool dad like you, I'd
Well, that's fine,
probably.
but how about, maybe you want a little more freedom. You don't have to rely on everybody else. How about, I don't know, he takes an Uber to and from work every day.
That's
Like that
gotta
shit
get
adds up,
pricey.
you know. He's a welder. He makes good money, so he can afford it. He lives at home with his mom. He can afford it. But you're wasting money right there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. But
Well, hey,
what do they say? Like
he
we're all
might
like those
actually
old people
be
now, kids nowadays. That kind of stuff. And
cost of a
but it's
car,
true. Like what
insurance,
the fuck?
gas, license
He's
registration
he's
renewal.
I calculated it out. He's spending about $1,200 a month on Ubers, so he can afford a car payment and
Yeah,
gas when
and
he works
some.
3 miles away from his house.
And again and
Shit, he
again.
could get an Escalade with that kind of money.
Pretty
Hmm.
close, yeah. Massachusetts
He
insurance
doesn't.
is ridiculous, though. But
It
yeah,
is. He
still.
doesn't spend any money, so he could buy a brand new car. It's ridiculous.
They'll
It's a
figure it
matter
out,
of
man.
contention right now in the household. It's like you need to pull your head a little bit out of your ass. So you don't have to take it fully out. You can turtle a little bit, but a little bit out, and then get your license so you can drive yourself to your own dentist appointment. Um, just little things. Just the little
Mhm.
things.
The joys of
It's,
parenting.
it's funny how you don't get to like not release your children that you make in that way. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But like the seeds you make, you're just like you're a breeder. You just like it didn't quite meet my expectations. I'm not going to release it. Kids don't. You don't have
Well,
that
that's
option.
another I
Nope.
think benefit to creating so many crosses is that I can more easily do that, and I know more times than not I'm going to find at least one thing that I like. When I worked with Fenrir in the past, I did a ton of different crosses, and only two of them really panned out to anything. It was Odin's Wolf and the Blueberry Wine. And that those were both really good, but each one of those creations was like 15 things that, and only one of them ended up being good enough.
Standards.
I'm
We
I'm I'm
appreciate
like
standards.
I'm like gonna psychoanalyze you, and I'm gonna say that you're breeding so many seeds and strains to compensate for the children that have failed to launch and don't and are mildly disappointing to you as a parent. So you're just like, I'm just gonna create a bunch of plants to
No,
make up for it.
Outcast put it
I'm
perfectly.
just
If you want
fucking
to throw
around,
that
dude.
one up there for
I'm
everybody,
just fucking around.
Outcast put it perfectly.
Oh, not that one. Hey, Froggy, how are you? Oh, there you go. Kind of like having kids. Have
No, don't
lots of
don't
them,
put
and you
that one
might
up.
find one you like. Is that the one you meant?
Yes, that's the one I meant.
Yeah, good.
I
good,
didn't say Reverend. I said Outcast.
good. I know.
So
I know.
I mean, Reverend just runs it. Come pops in. Hasn't seen the entire episode. Didn't know we were talking about the super thin leaf one that's going to be in the box set, and he's calling me a monster. It's just not right. It's just not
I
right.
mean, that is your like persona, like in your avatar. You are a monster, sir. No matter how nice of a human you may
I'm an
be.
Avenger. What are you talking about?
You wouldn't call the Hulk a type of monster?
He's incredible. That's what you call him.
Semantics is what I call that.
The Incredible Hulk.
He is incredible.
Howling says the second real green monster.
He's also a monster. But yeah, dude.
Green monsters.
We honestly, you're like one of the most real, down to earth dudes. I want to thank you for that. And just anyone who's thinking of growing your stuff, like message the guy on Instagram, right? Like send him.
I love seeing pictures of everybody's
Yeah.
stuff. So when
Send
I
him
go
some
on to
updates.
Instagram, which I don't populate it as much over there. I don't spend as much time just because it's not like what it was. But I still love going on and flipping through the pictures and seeing like somebody's growing something of mine or whatever, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm like, wow, that looks amazing. What is it? And I'm like, oh, that's one of mine, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool to come across stuff like that. And it's I've said it so many times, but it's surreal. Like you don't you don't fully, I guess, understand it until you've seen it, and then you're like, wow, this community is just amazing. Community of
It's the
growers
best.
that are out there, and they're just crazy. Yeah, it really is the best. That's right.
It's the best, man. I mean,
Mhm.
honest, like it's hard to believe that something like this still even exists out there. And just
Hmm.
real people doing a hobby they love, sharing info with each other, like unfiltered, just not gatekeeping anything. It's great. It's great. Um, you can find our little corner of that community on our Discord channel,
Hmm.
Cultivation Conversation Discord. BGG's posting on there. Lots of
I have my own
updates.
room.
He has.
He has his own room, which
I do.
is at the
My own room.
top of the list, people.
No, it's not. It's like 5 down.
Well, it should be at the top of the list. We weren't doing them in like chronological order then, but you
I
were
know
our
you are.
first
I know.
Patreon, sir. And we do
I
thank
was.
you for that. And you are still a
Mhm.
Patreon after all this time.
I have, even though you guys taking hiatuses and disappear for months at a time. I still
It's
stayed.
It's that or mental breakdowns. Pick your poison.
That's amazing, man. No, like
No, I
really,
get it.
like,
I get it 100%. You guys deserve the time off. You
we
guys
thank you.
kill it week after week after week. You guys deserve to have the breaks and time off. You guys came back fresh, like in you know, it was nice. It was enough time that I think a lot of people were like, "What the hell? We're really missing you guys." And then it also gave you guys that breather you needed. So when you came back, you were like, "Bam!" and just ready to
We
go.
we gave everybody a date. It's not like we just went like MIA and said, hey, we don't know when we're coming back. We did give them a date, and we were back
But it
at
was
that
a
date.
good like 6
Yeah.
weeks, man. We made him suffer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was like
I feel that.
everybody's like, I need my CC. Where's my
Yeah,
CC?
it was like that. By the end of it, yeah, people were jonesing.
So
But
are we.
yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
And
But I
it's
think it's important that you take that time every now and then because you guys have been doing this for what, oh, 2 years, right? Over 2 years now. Well over
Now
two
the
years.
yeah,
odds.
three
Yep,
three now,
3.
right? Or
Yeah,
I
three
think
Yeah.
years. Yeah. So I mean, that's a long time, and a lot of podcasts don't make it past 50 episodes, and you guys are over 150. So kudos to you guys too
well,
for
thank you.
Mm-mm.
pushing
You
through
know,
the nonsense and keeping going.
thank you, man. It means a lot.
We love you, big guy.
Yeah, we try to
Yeah, we
keep
do.
keep the eyes on the prize, so to speak, and just stay community focused, and that's what it's really all about. So,
100%.
and that's what you're all about too. That's what makes us perfect partners.
Mhm.
So, remind us again, please. When is your drop?
September 26th
So
ish.
tentatively, yes, that's the date that I picked, and as long as I get everything in that I want to include in the box set, then yes, it will be September 26th. But it'll be no earlier than that date. It might if it takes a week longer for specific things to come in. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is um, I almost completely forgot to talk about this. So last year with my box set, I did what was called a golden ticket. And Matt Pratt, I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He pops in
Yeah,
here
Yeah.
you're
and
Matt
things every
Frat.
now and then. He
Yeah.
actually found it, and what that golden ticket was one pack of every single seed drop that I do from for a year.
Oh, holy shit,
So he
dude!
won that last year, and
Wow.
and I'm going to be doing that again with this one. So there'll be one
That's
in there, and
awesome.
Oh, there
there's
will
going to
be a golden
be
ticket.
A
there
trip to
will
the
be so
chocolate factory.
1 in 20. So there's 1 out of the 20 is going to have it in there. I don't know which one it is. I had one of my kids put it in. It's actually it's a round disc in the bottom of one of the tins. So you actually have to open all the
Nice.
tins up to look to see if you find it.
Ah,
And Matt Pratt was the one that found it last year. So congrats, Matt Pratt.
damn, dude.
Congrats on his winnings.
That's
Yes.
badass.
Big and
And then
competitive.
more than likely I'm going to put some of the silver tickets in there too, which are good for a single pack, in a future drop. I don't know how many I'll have in there. It really depends upon like how I feel that day and how much I smoke before I start packaging the shit up.
Well,
That's
please smoke more than
that's
usual.
kind of what I do.
I want generous BGG when you're packing that up.
I get dangerous when I do that though. That's. I remember doing a live on IG one time, and I had been smoking and like gave away so many packs of seeds. Like it wasn't even seeds. I was just giving out everybody all the extra seeds that I had,
You get a
and it was like
seed. You
$97
get a
in
seed.
shipping when everything was all said and done. And I'm like, Jesus, what did I do?
I know that's what kills you, man. That's what kills you. But that
But it was
sounds
fun.
so much fun,
I had a
dude.
great time doing that particular thing. But it was a lot of fun.
But so guys, keep an eye out for the golden ticket. Keep an eye out for the official date of the drop, which is tentatively September 26th. Go on
Yeah, and
to
I'll put an announcement in all the different
cool.
discords and on my IG as far as when I know, okay, I have everything in hand, everything's ready to go. I'll know, and that's when I'll let everybody officially know what's coming up and what's going on.
Awesome. Awesome. And we'll, you know, post a story, we'll repost for all the people out there. And in the meantime, if you're really fiending for some BGG gear, you can go on that really cool lineage website and decipher like what part of the family you've purchased.
What is what?
Yeah. Then go to his website, which is greenguygenetics.bigcartel.com, and
Yes.
get yourself some. And use code CC20. You heard?
Yes.
Mhm.
Cool.
And that what that does is actually it makes Monster pay for the difference. So use it as many times as you want.
There you go. Use it or lose it.
No, I'm
love
waiting.
it, man.
Monster said he was going to stop by with some lemon carver, and and he didn't. He didn't. There's no lemon carver.
Oh,
He's
disappointing.
talking, but he's muted.
He's muted.
God damn it, Nicholas. All right. So it was my wife's birthday yesterday. We've been celebrating all weekend, but we went out last night, so I had to forego me and BGG are trying to make it like a Monday thing. Get together on Monday because that's both an easy day for us. But yeah. So I did stop over for a few minutes and picked up a couple dubas.
It's like Mondays with the monsters.
Yep.
I like
Sounds
it.
like a sitcom.
We're just both
sometimes you
extremely
can
busy
be.
individuals with families and shit, and it's just not easy, you know. I think, and then there was one Monday, I got another fucking flat tire at like 4:30 in the morning. It ruined my fucking day. I've had like 3 in the past like 2 months. Been ridiculous. And when I get flats,
Sucks.
they just blow right out. So I had 2 of them in July, believe it or not. But anyway, yeah, that
Why are your
fucking
roads so
Yeah, what are
dangerous?
the odds, dude?
dude, come to Massachusetts. It's the fucking worst.
I live in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Like
right.
It's
our roads are absolutely horrific, and still I don't get flat tires.
yeah.
You
It's
driving
just
over
the way-
glass? Like, what's the deal?
No, I have low
Just hitting
profile
like
tires.
a pothole that's 9 inches deep. Things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Good
so somebody
Lord.
will say to me, "Didn't you see the pothole?" I'll be like, "I hit the fucking thing, didn't I?" Yeah. But anyway,
Sometimes you have no choice, dude. Like honestly,
yeah. If I'm in my truck, it can handle potholes just fine, but my car cannot at all. Probably not meant for Massachusetts roads, but it is what it is.
Most cars are not.
Motherfucker.
Lamborghinis are actually illegal in Massachusetts because of things like potholes and the way the
Really?
roads actually go. Yep. Not because they're really fast.
Illegal.
You would think that would be the reason.
Yeah, even 495 is fucking brutal. And as soon as you get out of Massachusetts, though, it's fine. It's like it's like, yeah, we'll just leave it all fucked up until you get out of our state.
You hit
and
New
then it's good.
Hampshire, which is further north,
Yeah.
and the roads are like pristine, like they're never driven on.
it's amazing how it like changes as soon as you leave the state.
Yeah.
That's how I
Highest
feel about
taxes in the
Pennsylvania,
fucking
too.
country, and
It's just-
we get nothing for it.
Yikes.
Ay,
Goddamn
ay,
state.
ay, ay, ay. Well, vote,
Hey, we
and
can grow
it'll
12
change
plants,
all
so
that.
we get that.
At least you get to grow.
Yeah, I will say the growing laws are pretty cool.
Oh shoot! Before we go, while we're on the subject, real quick, I went to a dispo, a PA dispo, and I took a picture of their flower menu, which I thought was absurd. I'd like to show you real quick, if I can find it. I saved the picture, but now I don't know how to bring up the picture. Yet, so got all messed up.
Oh.
Here it is. Here it is. All right. All right. Here we go. We're looking at a flower menu from a PA dispo. If you can see, which you probably can't,
Wait,
but
nope, can't.
we got THC
Captain
numbers.
Junkie.
Yeah, there's a Cap Junkie THC at 35%. Cherry Burger THC 32%. Garlic Cookies THC 36%. Mellow Fellow THC 40%.
Yeah, right.
How is that even possible? I
It's
wonder if
not.
is this THCA that they're reporting or THC? It's got to be THCA.
It
40%
just says
is
THC.
ridiculous. That's absurd.
That means you're looking at the plant, and 40% of it is THC.
Or does it have to do with like moisture level in the
Well,
bud too?
you know
Like,
what
if
these
maybe
guys
this
could
was
be doing?
super dry when they tested it.
You could roll the bud and fucking keef and send it in, and fucking your numbers are gonna be through the roof. So I mean, who the fuck knows?
Yikes, that's crazy.
And
That's why like I take all testing with a grain of salt. I just laugh.
Right.
you
Like,
know?
what's their margin of error? Is it 5%?
no idea. But
No, I would guarantee it's probably like 10 to 15%.
we got grams they're selling for 15,
Holy shit.
eighths anywhere from we got one actually they're $40 an eighth. Some you can get 7 grams of, and it's probably all small buds for 70. No options for 14 or 28 grams, though they are on the menu. Strangely enough, like just empty, but you can't get that. No deal for you.
Yeah.
Here's the other side of it right here.
Can't use CC20 there.
No, you can't.
Nope.
You absolutely can't. So, right, we got like motor breath, THC 30%, 33%, sorry. Singapore Sling 33%. Interestingly enough, then, there's a sour diesel, which is 17%.
That sounds about right. Sour diesel
take
isn't
that
a high
one.
THC number.
Right? Which I bet
Yeah.
you is the best
probably
of
the only
everything
accurate
that I
thing on
just
there.
listed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably the only thing worth actually buying. I don't know what's up with if it's just it can't just be modern genetics creating these outrageous numbers. And that's why like sour diesel's testing at 17%, but it probably has 10% of a different cannabinoid they're not listing, perhaps.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, man, I just thought it was interesting. Count your blessings out there, people who live in different markets. Don't have to deal with that bullshit.
Yeah, 100%. I will say the dispos out here are getting better, but it still doesn't make any sense to buy your weed at a fucking dispo. Like
I
you
would
should be
agree
growing,
with
you
that.
should be growing your own, especially in this state where it's legal. You can have up to 12 plants in a household if you have 2 adults. It's kind of a no-brainer.
It
The
is.
plug that I still know still sells way better stuff than you can get at the dispo.
I believe that, dude.
You know, and it's not, but I mean,
Believe that.
homegrown is the way to go, for sure.
100%, man. Even in, even if it's just a 3x3 in the corner of your apartment,
Even as a tent pirate.
somewhere out there in Prohibition land. You can do it. We believe in you.
We'll help you.
Yeah, we'll help you. And you don't have to peruse a menu that's clearly bullshit, right? It's just lying to you, to your face, taking you for an idiot.
All right, and
charging
ultimately
you-
the THC numbers don't matter anyway. What does it actually do to you?
Right?
Yeah.
You know,
And you don't get to like even look at the stuff. You don't get to smell it. This is all you get. Numbers and words on a screen. There's no like visual inspection. There's no nothing, man. The way it's done here, and I'll tell you what, when you give them cash, you feel like you're like in a Brinks truck, like super high security. They're like checking it, making sure the bills are right, like putting it under black light, marking it with all sorts of invisible
you just
pens
got it out
and
of the
stuff.
ATM in their lobby.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, because they don't take credit card. They don't like accept Visa.
Yep, they can't.
They can't because it's not federally legal.
So interestingly enough, some of the Massachusetts ones are able to get around this somehow. There's a lot of them that will take debit card.
You
But they-
can. Yep.
Yeah, they process it as an ATM withdrawal.
It's a
That's
cashless ATM. And
Yeah.
they usually have to round up for those.
They do, and then they give
Yeah.
you cash back. Somebody was
Yep.
explaining this to me, and I was like, "What?"
It's a loophole.
It sounds so bizarre, but okay.
That's insane.
It's insane that they even have to do it, man. But fucking the pharmacy's doling out the perks. Fucking, it's all good.
Yep.
You can avoid all that baloney Come hang out with us. We'll show you the way. Come on.
Yeah,
You could
we got the salami.
tax yourself.
Tent Pirates Unite.
You
And
drink
yeah,
out that.
guys, please check out BGG on IG everywhere. Great guy, great gear, staple of the community. So
I got links to his
Actually,
bedroom cam
shout
too.
out,
If you want those, just send me a
shout
send me a
out
DM.
Crafting Cannabis. They actually had Alabrije, Outcast, and I on a few weeks back for a breeder episode. So if
Oh,
anybody
yeah?
hasn't actually listened to that one, you should go back and listen to it. There's a lot of good information for aspiring breeders out there.
cool.
I know
It's
what
like
I'm
3
listening
hours long, but
to. Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a marathon. Listen to it in episodes.
Perfect for when you're getting shit done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool, man.
That was a fun one to do.
Thank you for joining us, BGG.
Oh, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Hey,
Yeah, it was such a
our
pleasure.
dude. Our pleasure.
Absolutely.
And thank you, audience who joined us live. Thank you, G3.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Monster.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Cap. Thank you, G3.
Thank you, Captain.
My pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Doctor.
Thank you,
Honestly,
Monster.
I get
Thank
to
you,
hang
thank you,
out
thank you,
with
thank you, thank you, thank you,
all
thank you.
you fine people on a Tuesday. It's really my pleasure.
Yep.
But
The best.
until next time, everyone,
See you next Tuesday.
keep it
Oh,
real.
no, wait, that's not what we're supposed to say.
See you next Tuesday. Check out BGG stuff, and
And
definitely don't get caught.